Welcome back to Tomb of Annihilation, Wildemount Edition. I am your Dungeon Master, the Hollow. This is my lovely cast. Lovely cast, say hello.
Hello!
Hello! It's like Elaine from Seinfeld. Hello! And we are going to get wacky for you. We're going to get crazy. I don't know if we're going to get as crazy as Elaine from Seinfeld's dancing, but we're going to aim for those type of lofty goals here today with our shenanigans. So, before we get started, I'm going to pass the Lord of the Flies conch onto our buddy Goss, who is going to be doing the recap for today. What's been going on?
All right, so at the beginning of last week, we woke up in a building outside of the last shrine, and we decided that we were going to walk across the water, which was only about 2 foot deep, to the next shrine. Goss had Aurora flying overhead to get surveillance, and we saw a 25-foot croc sitting behind the next shrine. So we started to make our way across the water. Goss and Blaster were walking, and Peruk was riding on Blaster's back to avoid the water because he didn't want a bad fur day. On our way to the next shrine, Blaster tripped, and Peruk had panicked and jumped off of Blaster and shoved him down even harder into the water, leaving Blaster stuck on his back again. Once we got to the first shrine, there were 6 statues of people with different animals for heads. There was a toucan, jaguar, lobster, bat, frog, and a lizard. Blaster found a hole behind a statue and sent Drati in. Peruk noticed that there was runes that read, "Come with sunshine, leaves with night, hides in darkness, does not bite, always joined to its caster, never strays from its master." Blaster and Drati found a mosaic tile puzzle behind the hole, in the hole behind the statue. After a long time, thinking it over, Blaster thought to cover all the eyes of the statues, and it brought the puzzle cube out, and we moved on to the next shrine, following the water line and hugging the coast. On our way to the next shrine, Blaster had Drati join Arar as overhead scouts, and at the next shrine we saw rabbits with unicorn horns. After some reflecting, we found out that the unicorn rabbits were sacred to a trickster god of that shrine. And Blaster remembered that he had stuffed his shell full of coins that turned into leaves and decided to try to feed the rabbits with the leaves from his shell. That didn't work. They ran away and were scared. Then we went and opened the door, saw tiles on the floor with depictions of different animals in the tiles. I believe it was a unicorn rabbit, a giraffe, a monkey, and a boar and a lion. Writing on the outside of the door said to take the path of least resistance. Blaster decided to just, something along those lines. Blaster decided to just walk in a straight line and make it safely through to the other side. After accidentally avoiding death traps, we were all able to secure the cube from the shrine just by pushing it into the bag. When we left the shrine, we were able to capture 2 female unicorn rabbits and then began to make our way to the 9th and final shrine. When we approached the last shrine, we heard the T-Rex roaring to the south, and the 1T appeared to be tracing our steps and checking the shrines we've already been to. The last shrine had carvings of a monkey hanging by their tails. There was 5 archways in the courtyard. The central arch had writing on it that read, "Better to be Wongo's friend than his enemy." There was a 10-foot evil monkey statue in the center with its hands and feet cupped, masks on the wall in the shrine of a boar, vulture, lion, and zebra that said, "Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water." Blaster just kind of shrugged, wound up pouring water into the statue's hand, and the water magically transferred back and forth. Then we heard a voice, "Receive a curse or fight my children." We then proceeded to fight Wongo's children, and we got the final puzzle cube. Very eventful last episode.
Yes.
The most important bit there is that we now have unicorn bunnies.
Yes, there's. I think there's a joke in their last episode about you guys starting a petting zoo hire
Yes.
from this place. Okay, excellent, great recap, fantastic, good job. And if you don't already have a point of inspiration, I'm going to give you one for filling in.
Thank you.
So, where we last left off, we can assume that a short rest was taken after you got that last puzzle cube.
Just out of curiosity,
Mhm.
do you remember how long that poisoned condition was supposed to last from the trap that I triggered?
About an hour, so it probably worn off over the
Okay,
short rest.
awesome.
So, with the map updated, you got your routes well traced here, right? Look at the amount of ground they covered, Misery, while you were gone.
I'm impressed. Maybe they don't need their captain. I should just stay on ship and feed the kittens.
And where we last left off was well, I've got our ampersand there. Yeah, you're up to the northern part of the city, all the way up there. Thankfully, the last time you heard from that nasty king of feathers, that massive T-Rex, he was roaring down on the south part of the city. You guys have done a great job of circumventing that great beast that roams these ruins, as well as that Wanti cult that is hot on your trail. So now the ship is last I checked, it was up and away and circling the city, waiting for your commands. You guys, you have say this towards the end of the short rest, or maybe like in the middle of the short rest, we can assume that you guys begin talking about your next moves now that you have all 9 puzzle cubes.
Okay, so remind me, once we get the 9 puzzle cubes, then we have to go to the tomb, right? And do something with the cubes to open the tomb?
If that's your
Oh,
understanding,
difference.
they're supposed to be keys to the tomb of the 9 gods.
Okay. And so where you're pointing right there, is that supposed to be the tomb? Yeah,
To the
that
best
guy.
of our knowledge.
Okay. Um,
I feel like I remember we had a note at one point that said the cubes are the keys.
yeah.
Yeah. Well-
I am of the opinion, though, that we should long rest, get 100% faculties back before we move on, and this might be our last good opportunity for a long rest.
Yeah, we gotta drop off bunnies, make sure that they do not end up in tamales, stock up
That's
on
right.
tamales.
Are you guys still on the ground or are you up on the ship?
We're still in the city.
Oh, all
We
right.
can just assume that you're there with them. And
Okay.
you never left their
Great.
side.
Great. Then I would say let's call down the ship, get the bunnies on board, and prep ourselves for the tomb raid.
I imagine you're just now sobering up after a bender.
I don't remember the last
That
2
works.
days.
That works. That was
Aye,
some
that
really
there,
good rum I found, man. Woo!
that there turtle brew be very strong.
That's
Oh, yeah,
right. I
you
believe
did
the
have.
last, yeah, you did drink his turtle brew the last time we played.
I did. Thanks, man. Blaster. That shit's amazing. Whoa. Okay. I got a bit of a headache.
The true meaning of turtle power.
I'm kind of looking around, looking at my crew, like, you guys look like you've been busy. Uh, let's get some food, yeah?
Greasier the better.
Aye, should I be
Beautiful.
leaving Drotty to scout out the those snaky feet fellows, or should I bring her back?
Yes, where are the snaky fellows at this point?
I think since Drati and Arar can both fly, I think we leave them out until we get on the ship and we get to safety and we have them return.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do
So,
we want to
what's your opinion on that,
go up
Blaster?
onto? Do we just want to pull the ship straight to us, or do we want to get to higher ground?
I say
I
we
think
pull the ship to us because we heard the dinosaur to the south, and last we knew, they were over by the water area.
Oh,
So
okay,
I mean,
gotcha.
worst case, we can try to go check out the amphitheater with the blue circle to our west real quick.
Mhm.
Meet there, maybe. But that's
Okay,
up to
so
you
we have
guys.
not been to the amphitheater yet.
no, we have not.
I kind of want to check that out.
I'm game for a quick loot and have
Yep.
the ship meet us there.
Yep.
Blaster be thinking that a good idea.
Hey, Goss, I think you've got the sending stone, or do I have it still?
I believe you still have it.
Yep.
Oh, yep, I do. Okay, all right. I'll give the word to Ginger up on the ship. Meet us at the amphitheater, and let's head out.
Okay, sounds like a plan, man.
I just imagine over the last 2 days being blackout drunk, just sending wild ass messages to Ginger.
Don't drink and send, folks.
You get on the ship. Ginger's like, dude, what's up with the dick pic?
Especially since I don't have one. Ooh.
What was that?
So, as far as your route to the amphitheater, are you going right over the causeway?
Yeah.
Seems easy enough. However, once you get up the steps onto that main causeway and you've got kind of a better elevated look to things, you can see clearly off to the amphitheater, and there's movement there.
Mm.
The ruined amphitheater looms over the surrounding buildings. You know, the vines cling to its steps. And you see there are statues all about the area. From this distance, though, you see that there is a herd of dinosaurs just milling about the area there in the middle of it all. Yeah, there's an eerie silence that hangs over the area. No birds cry, no insects chirp. Nothing stirs but those big lizards. They look like large, like four-legged lizards with scales, no, not scales, but with like sails upon their backs. You know what I mean?
Yep. Do they appear to be eating like vegetation, or are they like sleeping?
Sharp
Or
teeth,
does it
flat
look like
teeth.
are they eating
Yeah.
flesh? Like they've got some kills that they're eating.
A nature check. Okay.
I'm gonna use a Flash of Genius as a reaction to add 4 to her roll.
Cool.
So it's a 16 for her.
Cool.
What you notice is that you saw one of these things at the dinosaur races, and they were well, they were feared. Like, people stood back from them. They were these Spinosauruses, what they call. They're almost like crocodile-like, very large, and they had that big sail on the back. They were known even amongst the city folk back in Port Tamale to be very aggressive. And it was kind of like, it was kind of quite the spectacle to have one tamed enough, allegedly tamed enough to go ahead and be able to do a dinosaur race to begin with. So, you know that these things to be aggressive meat eaters.
Okay. Maybe we can loot the amphitheater later, guys. What you think? I mean, unless you really want some dinosaur meat for our tamales.
You might be all popped out of slots too, like your casters. I don't know. Your casters
Right.
are shaping up. But,
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Goss is
I
100%
need-
ready for a fight.
I'd be doing quite all right on my spell slots. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good.
Maybe
After
we can
that
just
there short rest, I
scare 'em off.
haven't used them. Well, I think it might be cool to have a dinosaur on the ship.
That's true. I like the way you think. Maybe we can kind of get the herd to run off and block one or two of them. Yeah?
See, Goss was thinking more food for Ginger to make.
You know, we be going through a lot of them their temples, and they're, besides the gods' children, you know, they weren't much of a fight. I haven't been doing a whole lot. I'd like to get me claws wet.
Okay, what's the plan? You want to catch it? You want to catch a dinosaur?
Keep in mind, these things got to be anywhere from 15 to 25 feet long.
How many of them are there?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Taking a head count, let's see. A half dozen of them.
Nope, to the ship.
You know what, Blaster? When we're done with this adventure, and we take the cats to Port Tamale, maybe we can trade the cats for that dinosaur.
And the bunnies.
Hopefully, with the treasure we be finding in that their temple, we might be able to buy ourselves a dinosaur without having to trade no kitties.
That's true. I like that plan. All right, Ginger, change of plans. Pick us up on the causeway.
And you get a 10-4. And you're standing around there, kind of like out in the open, but you know that you've got some incoming fast. You're about to be scooped, and it's just a matter of probably a couple of minutes of looking up into the sky, a couple minutes tops before one of you finally spot your ship just barreling down from the clouds that cover that, mostly blue sky, as if your ship was just sitting in a cloud up there all the while. And it's just a matter of another few minutes until, well, the shadow of the ship is right above you now. And matter of fact, some of those dinos in the amphitheater down the way there, they seem to get disturbed by this. It riles them up a little. But none of them come charging onto the causeway or anything. You know that if those dinos are being spooked, they're probably not the only things in the city that are being spooked by the presence of your mighty flying Zephyr. So you're gonna have to move fast. A moment or two after the ship is hovering above you, a moment or two is all it takes before that rope ladder is dropped down, and it ends just above the causeway.
Up, up, up. Let's go, go, go.
And with that, the captain rallies her men up the ladder. And as the last one of the guys is up the ladder, Misery, true captain, is the last boot on the ground.
That's right. I hold on. I wanna like ride up. I imagine myself riding up cool. I don't even climb the ladder. I just hang on the, like my one foot on the bottom rung and holding on with one hand, and y'all can haul me up.
Styling. Up and away. You get brought up onto the deck as the ship moves back up into the clouds, and Ginger is so excited to talk about the new mystery meat recipe he's got going with this new batch of tamales. And he's just so excited. He's just elated. He's so excited that like he doesn't even make sense sometimes because he's just so bubbly and all over the place.
Somebody check the cats.
Yeah.
I know it be feeling like it be 3-4 weeks since we last be seeing you, little one.
Oh, well, I assure you the kittens are okay. I can't come near them. They snap at me, but they've been prowling around. They got out of their cage and they just kind of, do with this place as if it's their home. They seem to be fitting in fine, but I dare not try to wrangle them back into their cage.
You have been feeding them, though, right?
Hey, stop putting deck rats in the mystery meat.
Oh. Okay.
They've been hunting, which is probably good for them anyway.
Perfect. Yep, a little training. That's beautiful. Now we need to make a cage for these really cool bunnies. These are also not to end up in tamales, my friend. I mean, look at the unicorn bunnies, right?
Oh my god, they're so cute!
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I'll get to building. Greens from what we can tell, but I'll get to building a cage for them. Mostly to keep the cats out.
Good idea.
We should probably keep them below deck in a separate area.
Aye, they can use Blaster's cabin.
Just gonna go empty your shell out in there, Blaster.
Blaster starts waddling off towards his cabin, and a couple of leaves fall out between his legs.
I don't know if it was just me, but you were getting real distorted there.
Yeah.
I was a little bit far from my computer. I was getting a pudding cup.
Snack packs! Yes! I just ran out of my Amazon Prime snack packs the other day. I need to order more. Some more fruit snacks.
All right. Above the table question. I have because I gave a spell refueling ring as one of my artificer infusions to a character who is no longer here. Does anybody want that, or otherwise I'm gonna change up my infusions during our long rest?
I would not mind having an extra counter spell, but I don't think that's a level 3 spell, is it?
No, it has to be level 3 or under. I'm not sure
Oh.
what level counterspell is.
Counterspell is level 3. Next level, I would love that. So yes, I would love to take that.
Okay.
We're about to get into an area where a counterspell is going to be real good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then go ahead and add that to your spell refueling ring. There it is. All right. Yeah, go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Can you post it for me real quick so I can copy it?
You should just be able to go to your character inventory, hit manage inventory, add item. Spell refueling. Oh, that's not in there. Odd.
What's it called?
It's probably because it's possibly because it's an infusion. It might not show up as an item.
Yeah, I had to do what I had to do. Did I have to? I think I had to custom make the puka necklace of intelligence.
Yeah, we did since it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
using the original stat blocks.
Mm-hmm.
That also reminds me.
Oh, and I don't even have to put the spell inside of it beforehand. I can just...
Yeah, it's not the storing where you...
A slot.
Yeah, it's just basically a free spell slot.
It's a better version of my Rod of the Pact Keeper.
So you guys are going to get your long rest in up here?
Yep. Gonna go hydrate a bit. Get rid of this hangover.
Yeah.
Some liquid IV.
Well,
Gonna go do, I only need like 4 hours because I'm an elf, so I'll probably spend, some time, if I can do like some animal handling and, build up my connection to the cats and the bunnies. Work on some training, some fetch, sit, attack.
oh, the cats are great at attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Bunnies, not so much. As a matter of fact, the first thing the cats try to attack are the bunnies.
All right, well, the bunnies are being taken down into perukes. We're setting up their hutch.
Blaster. Yeah, the cats are
Blasters.
Yeah, they didn't need any training to try to attack the bunnies. They immediately were all about that.
Old school.
Bad kitty.
Who's got the spray
Toss them
bottle?
some tamales.
So let's see how well they take to your training. All right, roll an animal handling check.
Can I give her the help action?
Yes.
Natural 20.
What?
Hell
Natural
yeah.
20? Are you kidding me?
already. You are the drunken master.
Nowadays, when they're meowing around you, they're saying "mama."
Yeah. That is exactly the kind of thing I would want my natural 20s to come out on. Oh, these cats are mine.
Yeah, they're the serpents that grow out of their manes. They don't even snap at you anymore. At least today,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, we're
really
friends.
make good friends. Like you know how to handle them, and you know that one wrong move, one of these snakes can whack you right in the neck or something, you know. But
When
you're
your
your
cat
regular
does
Steve
that
Irwin.
thing. You know when the cat does that thing and they show you your belly and you know it's a trap, but you still go in and you pet them. Imagine that, but with snakes as well as claws.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need names for these.
Maybe.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, that's good.
Gin and tonic.
Maybe something related to like how they were found, like an inside joke to how they were brought into the family.
Yep,
I
yep, okay.
Shigambi, Shigambi 1, Shigambi 2.
Blaster
See, I was
one of
thinking
them
Syl and
Asu.
Sibin.
Silly and Sibin.
Hey, Blaster was thinking Asu and Dem.
Asu and Deb?
Dem, D-E-M. That'd be Medusa backwards and split.
Oh.
Oh, that's so good. Yep. You have just named the cats.
I think that's good. Wait till you see rewatch last episode and watch this guy crack codes.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sad I missed it, but okay.
Yeah,
Usa and Deb.
Blaster was the MVP.
Those are the cats.
Okay, what are the names of the cats I'm putting in my notes, by the way, officially? You came up with
So
names?
it's like
Asu?
Medusa backwards. So
Medusa
Usa
backwards.
and Deb.
Usa. Um, okay, yeah. Usa and Dem.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Wait.
Medusa. Oh, you're right.
Udem.
Ausa. Asu. I got that weird. Asu and them.
You're suing them. That's the guy
Just
sounds
have
like.
the same thought.
I USA'd them.
Zatem. Oh my goodness, why does Medusa spelled backwards sound like USAdom? Holy cow. Fair now.
New conspiracy theory unlocked.
Yes. Okay, so having fun with the cats, getting some good mystery meat tamales in. Have a good night on the ship. Get hydrated, you get fed, you get some of that camaraderie amongst you, share some laughs. And then it is a dawn of a new day with the sun rising above the mountains off to the east towards the Dwendalian Empire. And it just creates this cascading visage of colors in the clouds, and there's just this beautiful peace upon the jungle canopy down below. You can almost hear it. Energy, the buzzing sounds of all the animals and the wildlife. You can hear it all the way up here. It's the dawn of a new day, and this could be the day that makes or breaks you for King. To crack the code and gain entry into the tomb of the nine gods, and you are certain you have the keys. How do you wish to proceed?
Did you guys pick up any, like, were there any extra clues that were picked up about the tomb itself while I was out?
Not particularly, just that was the location, which we already assumed it was. But no, my recollection, we didn't get any information on what to expect in there.
Okay, and we think it's the we think it's about the avatars of the nine gods that are buried in there, or the gods themselves.
Not quite sure the difference, but I imagine we'll find out when we get there.
Okay.
Also, side note, I am sad they removed the ability for me to take multiple infusions of the bag of holding. So
Aw.
I cannot one-shot the gods. That is unfortunate.
I might be able to help us out with that. What we do with these here boxes.
And Blaster's gonna go back inside, rummage around, and he's gonna pull out the mirror of the past.
The mirror.
Oh, good call. I forgot about that.
Forgot about the mirror.
Forgot that it's in his shell.
What's not in his shell?
That's the concerning part.
Regular
Where did
Donatello.
that come from?
You know, it wasn't shaped like a turtle.
Well, I don't have a kitchen sink in here.
I thought it was a TARDIS, not a tortoise, but maybe I just misheard.
Tomato, tomato.
Sure.
Okay, so we get to ask it one question, is that right?
We get to ask it one question and it show us something from the past. I be thinking we ask it about, well, what happens when all the boxes come together.
We do that. We could also ask who is buried in there, or why were they buried in there. I do kind of like the question about the cubes, though.
It's only going to work if the cubes have ever been brought together before. If it's some kind of sealing, then they might not have ever been unsealed before.
That's also valuable information at the same time.
Yeah.
But I imagine you would have had to have them together to perform the original sealing.
To create the seal.
True enough.
I mean, one way or the other, that gives us incredibly valuable intel.
Yep. All right. Concur. Good question.
Do it.
So what's the question? You have to say mirror, mirror on the wall.
Mirror, mirror on the turtle.
Well, here goes nothing. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Show me the past when the boxes all together were.
You're trying to make that rhyme, weren't you?
Yep.
I tried very hard. I got all there. I don't know if it worked though.
And then that is when the mirror says, mirror on the wall sees that you are the fairest user of the mirror of them all. And in saying so, I must tell you, and not hold withal, that the 9 puzzle cubes have never, ever been together at all.
Well, that's interesting news to know.
All right, so we'll try again to get more information tomorrow.
It already is tomorrow.
Yep.
It's tomorrow somewhere, just like it's always
morning.
5 o'clock somewhere.
It is morning. We have a choice. We're
Well,
we're heading in.
I say that I think knowing that they've never been brought together, we know to expect that every booby trap is still active. Expect that there's tons of booby traps, and knowing to be over prepared is better than knowing nothing.
And we've tried using mage, like, remind me, with the mage hand and the booby trapped cubes. Did the
They're a
owner of the
smidge
mage
too
hand
heavy.
still get cursed?
They're 2 pounds too heavy.
Ah, got it. Okay.
But as far as any curse on them transferring through the mage hand, no.
Okay.
Can we combine mage hands?
Or can we create a leverage system that reduces the amount of weight needed to be pulled because leverage?
Well,
Turn it
the
up
other
for a
thing,
minute. I'll be right back.
the other thing too is we're not entirely certain where the curse on them resides, whether it was around the pedestals or the
Oh.
boxes themselves. Because keep in mind, like Vindicator was cursed. I touched the cube outside of the temple, no issues. Since that point, we haven't tried touching the cubes outside of their respective temples.
Outside of Blaster just grabbing them.
We were still in the temple, though.
Oh yeah.
Did Vindicator grab it inside the temple?
He did.
Grabbed it in the temple
Yep.
and then ran
Yep.
outside and gave
Yep.
it to me.
Right.
So, like I said, we've never tried touching the cubes outside of their
Outside of
respective
the
temples.
temple. Okay.
That might be a good thing to know.
Well, we could test
Reach
them
in and
out
start grabbing
here
them.
on. Yeah. Well, let's choose a person and disarm them, and
Better idea. Hey, Ginger, do you have any live rats?
Would it work on a non-sentient creature?
I would rather find out. Because if it does, then we know it absolutely would work on us. If it doesn't, we haven't learned anything, but we've eliminated one possibility. So,
how did we cure Vindicator again?
Beat the shit out of him and cut the scar off.
also, 2 of the cubes we know had others still there that had tried to touch the cubes and were currently statues. So the curses might not just be they go a little bit mad. The curses can also be kind of permanently fatal.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody have anything to restore petrified people?
Nope.
Huh. What does dispel magic do? Hold on. Does dispel magic work? Not specifically. It just dispels magic.
So we could potentially dispel the triggering effect, but once it's on the person, I don't know if it'd be like trying to dispel magical poison. You're still poisoned.
Ooh, you know what I do have though? And I'm pretty sure it's been 7 days.
Roll.
We can use the Onyx dog to test the see if the curses are transferable. Still.
I also have my mascot, but I just as soon again try it with a live rat first.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
I'd rather.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Like, I'd a live rat getting blown up than like some celestial hound from the Beastlands or something.
Does Ginger have a live rat?
Oh,
I imagine we've
Ginger!
got them all over the ship.
Ginger's out, Junior! He takes out a little billy club. I'm on it, boss!
Live.
Scuttles
We
off.
need it
Alive.
alive and conscious.
Right?
That's good.
Okay.
I just try to catch one myself.
We're already torturing them enough. Let's. So I assume we're up on the deck of the ship. I'm gonna turn out my bag of holding, and everything goes spilling out. I'm gonna pick everything up except for the 9 cubes. I'll leave those where they are.
So you have just the cubes in the bag of holding now, right?
No, I have just the cubes still on the ground.
Oh.
That
Okay,
way
you
I'm
spilled
not
everything
have.
out.
Yes. Yeah, I ain't reaching in and picking those suckers up. It's too bad the mission wasn't to destroy them. I just pocket knife, bag of holding, done.
Well, Scripture's not always about destroying the key.
And looks like Goth got a 21 on his animal handling. Did he by chance find a rat that hasn't been bludgeoned?
Yeah, and being that he rolled a 21, he was able to get to it before Ginger there, who's a little disappointed at the way you're treating the rat. He said, "That's a varmint, not a it's food. You know, back in my village, there are children that would kill each other for that much meat."
Back in my village, you would be the meat.
Well, actually, it's quite the opposite, sir.
Ginger, why don't you go cook before you say something that gets you bit? We're gonna need tamales to go.
Oh, man, no Ginger's in trouble. I thought I was doing the right thing the whole time. Always Ginger, bad Ginger, bad Ginger. I captain the ship, bad Ginger. I cooked the money, bad Ginger. He just storms off.
I think Ginger might need some schizophrenia medication.
I think he needs a little turtle juice.
He's been up here on the ship by himself for a long time.
True.
Maybe a vacation when this is all over.
Mm-hmm.
He probably secretly thinks of himself as an alien now.
We're not mentally stable. Why should the cook be?
There.
All right. So we're just gonna hold the rat by the tail and try having it touch each of the cubes then.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Okay. You got yourself a test rat. And so Ginger's protesting against potentially losing such great quality meat with tamales. You go ahead and you make it happen. Now, we had a 21 in animal handling to grab that rat, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna need another animal handling check to do the experiment. So whoever's doing this, go ahead, make a happy plus 18. Well done. You don't even get bit by the rat. And the thing is touched to each one of the stones, and it doesn't even get turned to stone or anything. Like, nothing happens.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and escalate the experiment. I'm going to make sure I have a cloth around my hand, and I'm going to touch each of them with the cloth in between me and the actual cube.
Okay. Your next experiment shows no signs of ill effect.
All right. I am. I'm gonna ready my. I'm gonna tell Goss. All right. Well, final test. If my arm starts turning to stone,
Lop it off. Gotcha.
good man. And I start touching each stone.
It might feel kind of like you're disarming a bomb or something with your heart rate about to explode from your chest. You touch one stone, then another, and another. Huh. Perhaps some of those cursed properties have been diminished once the cubes are taken from the shrines because nothing happens.
I just kind of fall back, breathing heavily. Okay. All good.
Well, but if the shrines be providing them power, then when we arrive at the shrine where we put the cubes in, don't you think that shrine will provide them with power?
You can try that experiment there when we get there.
I think not.
Well, the effects seem to have been defensive to stop us from getting the cubes, so
Okay.
hopefully there won't be anything later on.
Okay. Let's bag them up. Let's get our tamale supply. Get our water. Get it packed. Let's go check out this tomb.
Captain has spoken.
Before we leave, I'm gonna break the rat's neck and then go hand it to Ginger.
Ginger just said, "The captain has spoken," and then you snap the rat's neck and hand it back to Ginger. And then he gets a big smile on his face. Yay!
You're a good man, Ginger. So glad you're on our ship. And I kind of pat him on the back and shake my head and go play with my cats again while we fly over to the tomb.
Ginger responds by saying, "I just peed a little."
Okay, buddy.
Not gonna lie there, Ginger, so did I. That was a very stressful test.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, Ginger is off doing his thing, and well, but he goes to run off and do his thing. That is, but then before he runs out of the captain's cabin, he turns back. He's like, "Oh, by the way, do you need me to drop you off somewhere? And what are my orders after I do that?"
All right. So I kind of point out where we're heading. See that cliff face over there? That's where you're dropping us off. We don't know how long we're gonna be in there. You are to do the usual, stay close. You got some you got our pets on board. Did we pick up any other crew? Didn't he pick up crew when he was in Port Tamale?
I don't believe he
No,
did.
you didn't bring hirelings on board.
Oof, okay. You're just being alone a long time up here.
We can always send him back to Port Tamale and have him grab his family or whatever.
Yeah,
Didn't he
I
have a
feel like
family?
we're probably going to be. I feel like we're going to be in there for a while, my friend. So yeah, I think take a trip back to Port Tamale, restock. Here's some more gold. I will give him 100 gold pieces and restock on some
shinies.
really quality meat. Something not so gamey, okay? And
Something not so mystery.
Yep, something not so mystery. I wanna know what the meat is, and some vegetables. You know, we could use some vegetables here. So stock up on supplies, get some food, some rabbit food, and you know what? If you got family and want to bring them on board, you can do that. If you want to ship, if you want a little sous chef, somebody to help you out in the kitchen.
Should I get
Yeah.
some taters? Precious.
Taters are lovely.
You know,
Yes,
boil
let's
them,
get some
mash them, stick them in a
potatoes.
stew.
Yeah, some potatoes, some turnips. You know, how about some greens? Get some leafy greens. The rabbits will need those. Tomatoes
All three
are
of them.
great.
I can
Yep.
eat other stuff besides that.
Yeah, so here's 100 gold. Stock up on supplies and get yourself either, you know, if you got family, bring them on board, or if you don't want to bring them on board, but I think you need get a companion, somebody that can help run the ship for you while you're manning the ship.
Oh,
Sound
I
good?
have enough coin to find me a Juju Mama now.
Yeah.
How long should he be waiting until he expects us all to be dead?
We have no idea how long we're going to be in there, so what do we think? 3
Somewhere
days,
between
3
3 to
days, come
5.
back in a week.
Well, is the sending stone going to be obstructed while we're in there? Do you think we'll be able to still get messages out?
Good question.
Because if we can get a message out every single day, send a message, we're still alive.
I believe the spell is blocked by 1 foot of stone or some such nonsense.
No,
No,
you
not
just
with
have to be on the
sending
same plane of existence.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
Great. And
Is
then
there
how
anything
far
that
away
can-
is how far of a how was it, like a day's travel from Port Tamale? Half day travel?
Well, it depends on the speed. You know, if he hauled ass, he could be there easily within a day.
Okay. So I would just say go take a break, take shore leave in Port Tamale, spend some time there. We'll touch base with you every day, and if you hear us calling Mayday, you get in that ship and you haul ass. You gotcha?
You got it, dude.
Okay.
You want to do, say, a 4-day window of no contact means we're done? Or a week of no contact? Because just in case something happens and we can't make contact for a day, if there's like a magic field or something that prevents it.
That's a good point.
Then I'm the captain
Okay.
now?
Nope. You are the steward. And as a steward, it is your job to keep the property in good condition and well maintained while your captain is getting loot. So,
Okay.
steward of the ship, you maintain it, keep it safe. If you don't hear from us, we'll try to check in every single day. We might, miss a day because we're going to be underground and we don't actually know what day, if it's daytime or nighttime. So, if you don't hear from us in, let's say, 3 days time, if 3 days go by and you haven't heard from us, circle back and just see, maybe bring in some help. Who were those? What was the name of the group? The
Flaming Fist.
Flaming Fists. Maybe bring in some Flaming Fists to come in and rescue us.
I'm gonna go
If you
ahead and
can.
write a note and like have it sealed up because I don't
Yep.
really trust Ginger to have all of the details correct.
Yep.
So
That's a good idea.
So note basically stating we have found all of the keys. We went into this location. If you're reading this, there's a chance that we failed, but the keys may still be recoverable. Finish our mission. If you find us alive, obviously, please come save us.
Perfect. So if you don't hear from us within 3 days, get this delivered to the Flaming Fists and bring them here.
Okay. To the Flaming Fist, not to Monkey Mark.
Might not be a bad idea to have a note for him as well.
Yeah, that's a great.
Should I write it? And he breaks out a piece of parchment. Dear Marky Mark.
You know what?
I'm curious where this goes.
Yeah. You go ahead and write him a letter, and we're going to write him a letter. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I like tamales and trees.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to send him. I'll make sure he knows that.
Oh man,
I
that
think
wasn't as
that's
schizophrenic
very
as I was hoping.
What you mean by frantic? You mean friend?
Sure, buddy. Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah!
Even the ones that
He
aren't
starts
really
clapping.
there.
What, you don't have imaginary friends?
Blaster has no need for imaginary friends. Blaster has Drotty.
My mama told me I'd grow out of it, but I didn't. I suppose. Kind of looks down, hangs his head, looks at his feet, kind of kicks rocks.
Jesus. Mhm.
Hold on, trees! And is this the Monkey Buck from the movies?
Mhm.
Like the
What are
movie
movies?
The Other Guys.
Mhm.
I think that was your best work.
I think we need to find another way to boost my intelligence so we can give him my puka shell.
Somehow, I think
Ginger's
even
perfect the way he is.
He's pretty amazing.
I was gonna say somehow even with the necklace, I still think he'd have a negative modifier.
I don't think the intelligence is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he might have a genetic deficiency somewhere.
The funniest thing is I didn't even create this character. It's always been improv, from the beginning, right from Generation. It just
He's just growing out
He's
of
just
you. That's amazing.
proactively, been created. Now I got to roll up a character sheet for him. Fucking A. Anyway. Okay,
Alright,
so
you ready?
ready to rock? Ready to do
Yep.
this? Okay, why don't
Yep.
since we're breaking scene and about to touch down, I can't really think of a better time to just
Yeah,
take
this
10
is a
real
good break.
quick, you know.
Yep.
I don't want to like get 10 minutes into the scene and then take a break. So let's just do it now. And we'll be back in a few, all right?
Sounds good.
Great.
Caw, caw, doogie doogie. Have you guys seen the Everon's Guide to Death and Beyond? It's this new D&D basically a plugin for like hardcore horror.
I knew they were working on a horror thing, but I didn't know what it was.
It's a plugin?
Well, because it's basically it's not like a module or anything. It's designed that you can insert it into just about any campaign, because the bosses have regional effects. So basically, their lair extends miles. Yeah, they're broken as hell. So like they've got lair actions, legendary actions. Once you get rid of their first health bar and the Latin music starts playing and they get their second health bar, they get mystic actions. But yeah, it's dark and twisted, and then like you can get grafts. So basically, like you fought this giant mutant scorpion thing. Hey, I like your tail. I'm going to put it on me for some bonuses.
Oof.
But if you roll poorly, it can have some very nasty side effects, and too much self-modification can start screwing with your alignment. Like, it looks pretty cool.
What's that at? DM's Guild?
No, it's on Kickstarter. I can send you a link.
Yeah, man. Drop a link in the news section. 'Cause it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'll also send some screenshots of the stuff. Like, they've got entire new races and classes, all around the death stuff, like a druid that kind of takes the spore druid, like, kind of resurrection mechanic, and like really leans heavy into it. It actually looks really
That's
sweet.
cool. This is the type of thing we should be doing around here. Like all of us as a crew. Like, there's no reason we couldn't do like a $10,000 Kickstarter, raise 10 grand for a little DM's Guild release that we charge $5-10 for. You know, like,
Right.
Yeah.
that's like my goal, because I've been doing that myself without Kickstarter and GoFundMe and all that. But it's because I'm just by myself. I don't have a lot of people helping me. But until like the past year, I started working with some people's that have been commissioning stuff. And I'm like, well, this is great. Imagine if we had like $10,000 worth of people commissioning stuff or whatever, we could really take things to the next level. But I don't know. Food for thought. Anyway, that's pretty cool that there's that you can Kickstarter Eberron stuff too. That's pretty well. I didn't know OGL worked like that. So, okay, is everybody back?
Yep.
Yep.
Excellent. Excellent, Smithers. Do not release the hounds quite yet. So, where we left off, the party was ready to touch down back into the city, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Bring up the map of Omu. Where are you looking to make landing this time?
So
At the entrance to the tomb.
Right
I
there?
threw up a suggestion, just above the entrance on the flatter portion, and rappel down off the cliff, so that way we're potentially a little bit more hidden.
Oh.
I
Try to
suppose it
land
also
up here and rappel down.
Hmm.
it also, I guess, depend on what's around. I mean, because if there's a feathery dinosaur standing guard over it, then we've got some other choices to make. But if it's all clear, then we've
Right,
got the high
and-
ground. So
We do have the high ground, but they're going to be able to see us rappelling down. Like, that's a big cliff.
they're going to see the giant ship.
True.
In
True.
order to see us rappelling down, they would have to be right there. Because if they're any good distance away, that's 4 small bodies relative to the cliff.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Blaster looks like a rock anyway. Is Blaster back?
I like it.
Yes, Blaster's here.
Okay.
Do you have the
Like
right
it.
amount of rope to rappel? Any climbing equipment?
Do we know how-
Does anybody have a climber's kit? At least one climber's kit amongst you?
Yeah, I've got pitons, hammer, and rope.
And worst case scenario, I can just levitate down.
Yeah, it's nearly 200 feet down.
Ooh,
How
200
long
feet
is the
down.
standard length of rope?
50.
50.
So we at least have 100 feet of rope. Anybody else have rope? Is it just the two of us that have rope?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Not in.
I
It's not in
have-
my.
I have 50 feet.
Oh wait, I do.
Yeah, so we got 200 feet of rope. It looked like it was only 180 feet, so we can use 20 feet to tie off an anchor.
Sure.
Oh, hold on. A better idea.
Oh, yeah, that's always an option.
I forgot I had that. I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
Who needs rope when we can say our prayers and just jump?
Aim for the
But
bushes.
do we want to use a spell slot?
I actually think this is a good place to use a spell slot. Yeah.
And it's only a first level, too, so
Sure.
I didn't get all of us down there.
Yeah, I can hit up to 5.
I dig it. Let's jump.
Aim for the bushes.
Tall trees! Okay. Sounds like a plan, man. Let's get her done, as they say around here. If Jeff Foxworthy's still alive? Get her done. Was
Last
that the
that
Get
I
Her Done,
knew.
or was that Jeff Foxworthy? I don't even remember.
Wasn't Get Her Done the other guy?
There was another guy. That was
Larry the Cable Guy.
Thank you.
yeah.
I kept coming up with Bill Engvall and Ron White, and I'm like, I know it's the last one I'm missing.
They're not the same person?
No,
Seems to me.
there's 4 of them.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Party Feather falls off the side of the cliff, and well, if you've never felt gentle before, if you've never felt as gentle as a feather, then this will be a
Good night, you
this will be
blaster.
a new experience for you. Yeah, that's right. You're not falling like stones. You are falling like feathers upon the wind.
I mostly be trying not to fall on the back of me shell again.
Right? And you all land near the base of these cliffs. And there is this 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone that is draped with vines and dark moss. Behind it, you see a dark passageway obscured by withered creepers and overgrowth. There's a second, smaller tunnel that burrows into the base of a cliff off to the east. There is no sign of anyone or anything other than chirping insects, maybe some varmints in the underbrush. Thank the gods, no snake people. How do you proceed?
Well, we just come to
Go in.
the. Yeah, we're at the edge of the tomb, right? Is it like a cave entrance?
There's this one kind of like a cavernous entrance that leads up to a stone double door. Then off to the side of that, there is this path that, like a secondary cave, that is like a darkened tunnel that leads off to wherever. There could be more than meets the eye. There's just so much overgrowth and vinery growing over these cavernous walls here. But that obelisk in the middle of it all, it It looks like there's some deeper meaning there to it. When are
Yeah, can
obelisks
I?
erected and they don't mean anything, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Um,
Wait, the obelisk is erect? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
They don't know how to do anything else.
hmm That's all they do. Um, can I search for traps around the obelisk?
Yes, go ahead.
Come on, even the Greek had.
Oh no, that was a natural one.
I ain't even gonna use my reaction to try to save that.
Yeah, no, don't. I tripped and fell on my face. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah, you
just
start
messed
looking
up.
around, and maybe you even start touching some of the overgrowth on the obelisk, and then like a bunch of little ant-like bugs start crawling on you and biting you. Like shit, and you just you start getting the creeps, and it's like a really bad experience. Ew, yuck, get me out of here.
Yep, yep, yep. Sorry. Um, Somebody else want to do some searching, see if there's another
We'll do that. I'll
find
cast
traps.
Find Traps.
Where exactly are you looking for traps? There are a couple cave entrances. Then you have the obelisk. So, when you're looking for traps, you got to specify which square you're looking at.
The cave entrances.
Okay, both of the cave entrances. So that'll be two different rolls. The first one will be for that larger entrance that is on the cliff face right there, and then there's that smaller entrance that leads off to the east.
Can I study the obelisk and see if potentially there's 9 cubic voids within it? Because that would be lovely.
Second check. Any trouble?
How far apart?
Okay.
How far
18.
apart are the cave entrances?
20 feet or so.
Yeah, I'd be able to just get both of them.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a 120-foot range.
Fair enough. You would notice that this short tunnel that ends in that slab of work stone that what looks to be like perhaps the main entrance or something. You notice that the edges of the work stone are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. And you recognize that this is some type of lucid imagery. And you sense, just some type of otherworldly sense that something is not right about that entrance. It obviously has some type of magical abjuration to it that is warding it. While just with your second level divination, you don't exactly home in on any potential glyphs of warding or anything like that. You feel as if you would have spotted if they were there. Then off to the east of that eastern entrance, you would recognize that there are no traps leading into that entrance. However, you sense something like pulling you. There's some type of sensation that just kind of like pulls you off in that direction as if trying to steer you away from the main entrance. Getting weird signals crossing here with your divination. This whole area completely suspect. And then, of course, we have Peruk, who is back looking at the obelisk, right? Did you roll that perception check for that?
Yeah, I got an 18.
18. Okay, fantastic roll. Well, you notice that there's something underneath some of the vinery and the dark moss about this thing. There must be. You start, because like when you brave the insects and you start feeling around in there, checking for any obvious traps, anything potentially hidden. Accidentally brush some of that moss away. It goes crumbling. And you find, just through feeling around, there is something engraved underneath all the vines and the moss and the muck and the mud that's covering this obelisk on the south face of it. Potentially
I
glyphs
can
or
help
something.
it there.
And Blaster runs up and starts casting Prestidigitation.
Okay. Very nice.
And he cleans off all the muck.
Yes. And it is spick and span now.
All right.
And
Am I able to read what is written?
actually, there's quite a bit that is written. And it's in common, mind you.
That's always nice.
I will put this in Sunday Wildemount chat.
Oh god, am I gonna have to count these ones again?
Enemies opposed. One stands between them. Darkness of the high. One mask of the same. The keys turn on the inside only. Okay, awesome.
Yes, the only thing that I even think I have an idea about.
Should we have
Enemies
collected the
opposed.
masks from the previous shrines?
Oh god, I forgot about those masks.
One stands between them. In the darkness it hides.
I sure be
Okay,
hoping there be a mask somewhere.
do we see any symbols of like kind of looking around, look, you know, for the enemies opposed? Do we see any symbols or statues of like combatants?
We did in the temple that we lost, Gramps.
I'll bring up a map for you.
Right. Okay.
Oh, is there a
Sorry, I
map?
had to step away from a second. What happened?
So we have found at the obelisk some writing that reads, "The enemies
Right.
opposed. One stands between them. In the darkness it hides. Don the mask will be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child, and the keys turn on the inside only."
Don't forget
So-
the first part, Fear the Night.
Oh, I didn't see that part. Yep. Fear the night when the Forsaken One sees his death.
I got that part down.
Yep.
Fear the night. when
Fear of the night
Forsaken One-
is the fear of being eaten alive. Fear of the dark.
I've also been there and done that. So I got this first part on lock.
That's why I'm not afraid of the dark, because I just don't give a fuck.
Well, guys, I'm not normally one to pick the smaller hole, but today I think we should take the smaller one.
So the smaller one. Okay, which one had the death symbols on it?
The smaller one, I believe, right?
Oh wait, what's this other hole here that Grunty's found?
Yeah, that it almost looks like a secondary passage or something. There's this alcove that runs the length of a narrow tunnel, and you can see it upon approach that there looks like there are alcoves off to the side of the tunnel, up to each side, all the way down the way into the darkness, and see some semblance from this distance of statues or stoneworkings in each one of the alcoves. You can't really make out the details.
Oh.
All right, there, misery. There goes your statues.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so we have enemies oppose, and one stands between them. In the darkness, it hides. Don the mask or be seen. What mask are we talking about?
Could potentially be a mask down this side passage with the statues.
Okay, so
maybe
can you
be
ping for
saying-
me some things here on this map? So
Certainly.
this is the main entrance, right?
Seemingly. Mm-hmm.
Where's the little side entrance that had the death masks, death images?
Oh, this side entrance here. It looks potentially like a side entrance. If this would potentially be the main entrance, this looks like some type of side entrance off to the side, and you have these little alcoves. You're seeing what must be some type of stonework or some statues there in the alcoves. Aurora,
Okay.
roll a perception check.
1 second. I had to pull up his sheet. +2. Alright, so whatever this is, it's -4. Nope, he didn't see shit.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
That was a net
he may have been spooked by some of these gargoyle-like statues he spotted upon the ledges up above things. Maybe you didn't see them when you were feather falling down and enjoying the atmosphere, like wee. Yeah, there are stone gargoyles up on ledges above it all.
So like stone gargoyles kind of up around here and such.
Yeah, I'll mark them on the map for you.
Will that not be ominous or nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Any bets on how many of them come to life?
And have we checked out the front door yet? Have we looked for any ruins or reading anything on there?
Haven't approached it.
Yeah.
But
I would like to.
Something of an issue, though. I'm sorry to cut you off there, but Aurora hanging around that area off to the west, kind of separating himself from the rest of the party. Art may have found something else. He's able to look past some of the heavy undergrowth just passively. If he just swooped through there and turned back and rendezvoused with the rest of y'all, he would have easily missed it. But being that he's hanging out there for a while, he could assume a 10 on his perception check, on a second check. You see that beyond some heavy undergrowth and some vinery, like vines that are just dangling down the cliff face, Aurora spots potentially another entrance. And there's another set of stone double doors with a swarm of bats hanging above, or not above, but just below the ceiling of the cave entrance, all chirping and pooping away. The ground is just filled with guano. So it looks like you guys have discovered 3 potential entrances. And of course, that riddle.
Oh.
Okay. I check the front door for any traps or wording or any other clues?
Absolutely. So, upon approach, you see that short tunnel ends at a slab of well-worked stone whose edges are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. And then there are these 4 lines engraved at the center of the slab, cross one from another to form a star, with both ends of each line marking the location of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door. 8 cavities in all.
That's 8. That's great. 8 cavities, but we have 9 cubes.
It's like IKEA furniture. You're always gonna have a little something left over.
Maybe this not be the right room.
Or maybe the 9th appears when we. However,
there's 8 statues down this
keys-
hallway.
Yep, and the keys turn on the inside only. Okay, and then let's go check out this entrance that Aurora has found. And same kind of thing. Check out for traps, check for anything around words or other cube-shaped spots.
Right. Roll a perception check. As you move in, the bats just start swarming off of their spots as they're roosted up there on the ceiling, and they just swarm out of the cave.
20.
Up above the city, they fly. Roll a natural 20. Nice freaking roll. And yeah, you pull aside the heavy undergrowth, and you're up at that stone double door that you've uncovered on the cliff face. And you have these stone skulls that peer down from the lintel. Old bones litter the threshold as light strikes the entrance. The last of the remaining bats screech out from within, and you see that there is a slab of that worked stone block there. That on that slab, there are grinning skulls that mark the edges of the slab, and in the center of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities arranged in 3 rows of 3.
Okay.
Well, this might be the real entrance, being hidden and all.
Yep. Okay, so we know there's. Do we want to check further down that long hall and see what's between those statues, or do we just want to roll the dice and give this one a try?
I honestly, I don't know. Those statues that hallway's got me really confused.
Well, I be thinking we should try this one out.
Yep, I do too. I'm not liking that entrance to the west. I don't like the statues.
To the east.
Okay. Let's stick some cubes in this ball and see what happens.
Farouk, you're up.
I
He's
can do
got
it
the
if you don't
cubes.
want to.
He's got the cubes.
Brooks' catchphrase is like,
Yeah.
"You can't catch me because the rabbit done died."
Do you
Um,
want or I? Oh wait, they're too heavy for mage hand.
I'll get it.
Okay,
Um,
I will bid
is
off.
there inside of the depressions? Is there any kind of imagery? Because each of the cubes had a uh, theme, so
Correct.
they could potentially have to be.
Particular order.
Roll an Arcana or a religion check. Or is these- Yeah, 12 is fine. It's above average roll. Like it's smarter than anybody else would typically have just a sense off the top of their head when it came to the arcane. And it is to your understanding that there is a puzzle cube, a trickster god for each one of the facets of the 9 alignments. Chaotic
And that's why some of them were
good,
trapped.
chaotic neutral, chaotic evil. Neutral good, pure neutral, neutral evil. Chaotic good, chaotic neutral, chaotic evil. And this might have something to do with decoding all of that, as far as this puzzle you see before you.
So I would say the top row, like do we know which cube is which at this point? Or are they just a jumbled mess?
No, they're all a little different. They have images of their respected gods on them. Like for
Okay.
instance, Shigambi's cube has the kind of like a cuneiform etching of a cat snakes on their neck, or maybe like Aigen's cube looks like a rough etching on each side that looks like a rabbit with a unicorn a horn on it, so on and so forth. Obviously, Nang Nang looks like it has a grung on it, so on and
Um,
so forth.
do we know each of their temperament to potentially gauge where they would fall on that alignment chart?
Okay, go ahead and roll a history check.
I don't suppose we have
21.
Ooh.
If necessary, I will be more than happy to add a 4 to that if need be.
Okay, let me give me a moment so I don't have to type all this out. I can. I need a second so I can compile the data and just copy and paste it all over to you. AI, don't hallucinate on me now. I believe this is accurate. It's in Sunday Wildemount live chat.
Here we go.
And of course, by the
It's
way,
funny.
there's no way you're
I
going
was
to get
just
all
going
that.
through my notes trying to figure out. All
Like,
right.
there's no way without being a DC of 20 that would have been compiled that easily. So well done with that roll.
Yeah.
That +7
Okay.
comes in clutch.
Nang, neutral,
Is
evil. That makes
there supposed to
sense.
be 2 lawful goods in there?
Oh yeah.
Double check the
Yeah.
book.
So I would bet the god of truth is probably lawful good. God of caution. Are we missing a lawful neutral? No, we have lawful neutral. Lawful
Neutral
evil.
good.
Chaotic good.
We have a lawful neutral.
Neutral
Lawful
good. We're
neutral.
missing neutral good.
Yep. We have true neutral. Lawful neutral.
A prompt into
Lawful
the fucking wrong
chaotic.
chat.
I was gonna say you put your prompt in.
Prompt engineering at its finest.
Let's see what we neutral.
Well, assuming that we have it right, could we just place them in the correct slots since we have the information?
Okay, so apparently, yeah, the trickster gods represent the clashing ideologies, and having 2 lawful goods reinforces the differing but rigidly principled viewpoints, truth versus caution, rather than filling every alignment slot evenly.
Oh, so there is supposed to be 2 lawful goods?
It's like, yeah, well, one is more of the cautious, while the other is the straight up truth telling. Like, one lawful good is more of like a balanced style lawful good, with the other is lawful good that creates much tension, schism, in the alignment.
Should we fill the slots?
Yep. I say we go for it.
All right, who wants to do the dirty work?
I'll do it.
I was gonna say I'll go ahead and do it if you don't want to do it, Brooke.
I've already kind of attuned to the fact that I'm the guardian of these things, so. And if something goes wrong, I can make a prosthetic limb for myself, so.
Well, you can always do your mascot swap too.
True. Alright, so I take them out and start placing them in.
Okay, so let's talk about placement here. So think of it as like a grid of 3 rows, 3 nodes at the top, 3 in the middle, 3 at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Start top left to right.
I would say just go with the traditional setup where it's from left to right, it's
Top to
lawful,
bottom.
neutral, chaotic, and then from top down, good, neutral, evil.
Yes, give that a shot.
Oh, I thought the slots were marked.
Oh no, the slots are completely unmarked.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. I might have a handout to make this easy for us. Let's see, 1 second. I'm pretty sure I do. 11. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. All right, so my handout it's just giving me the solution. All right. So okay, you're basically you're looking to put everybody in typical, to my understanding, typical alignment order. So like lawful good top right, or excuse me, lawful good top left, lawful neutral in the middle, lawful evil top right, right? And then you get into
So, nope. Top right would be chaotic good. So top left is lawful good. Middle top would be neutral good. Top right, chaotic good. So the top row is all goods. Lawful, neutral, chaotic. Middle row, all neutrals. Lawful, neutral, chaotic. Bottom row, evils. Lawful, neutral, chaotic.
okay. Let's see. And with that, what happens is, as the puzzle cubes are placed accordingly, they suddenly kind of like decompress like buttons into the stonework. And when your heart skips a beat upon activation, the 9 cubes flare with light and then suddenly disappear. Growling sound like an angry beast, and the slab begins to slide up into the ceiling. And you see a darkened hall beyond that leads to another set of double stone doors.
Blaster's
I
gonna
will
try
go
and
and check for traps again. Unless somebody else. Whoops, sorry, cut somebody off.
Blaster's gonna try and see if he can try and pull the boxes out of the door.
It looks like now that your eyes are focusing, after that flash of light, those stone cubes are no.
Oh.
It's as if they've disappeared.
Yeah, okay. I will move in and check in for traps. Make my way to the door and looking for more, anything else that we need to see. Writing, locks, keys.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead and roll your perception check for checking traps.
15.
Okay, and as you step in and you approach that set of double doors, something interesting happens. See that there's an iron lever that is set into this door's surface with a graven stone skull up above, layering down from a. It's kind of like up at ceiling level, looking down at you. And then when you get just past the midpoint in the hall, the skull's jaws creak open. And there's a skeletal hand holding a crystal hourglass-style timer that emerges from within. And then with a click, The timer rotates and sand starts to trickle into its lower globe. And then behind you, stone slab door slams down to the ground from the ceiling, shutting you off from the rest of your friends.
Yes.
The countdown slowly begins like the sands of the hourglass, counting down from 10. What do you do? Do you pull the lever? 10. Or do you do something else? 9.
I want to. Does it look like 10 seconds, 10
8.
minutes, an hour? Like how much sand is in there?
It's like these are seconds. 7.
Okay. Any other, like another quick
6.
perception check all the way around? Anything else catching my eye?
Roll it real quick.
Nope. All right. Pulling the lever.
Pull the lever, and the
Yeah.
sand timer retracts. The door behind you now sinks into the floor. The door in front of you rises into the ceiling. I'll do the map.
I'm gonna go ahead and rush in before that door closes us off again.
Right?
Well, I guess we're all in or none in, right?
All or nothing. Go big or go home.
Do I notice what looks to be obviously arrow traps ahead of us?
You see beyond there is a darkened corridor, and there's you can tell passively there are some holes in the walls alongside the corridor. There's a lot of undergrowth and underbrush, and the smell of it's kind of like a musty scent. It has a slight tinge of decay in the darkened air that's assaulting your senses.
We've seen this before. I'm guessing there's pressure plates.
You guys think about it for a second. I can take a quick beer piss. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of half tempted to just send it after all of Blaster's luck the last 2 weeks.
Ooh, do I have the grease spell? We can grease the shell and just push him across. Nope, I got rid of it. No turtle shuffleboard.
I mean, I can throw some ball bearings down and achieve the same effect.
Last time we ran into this, I sent my spider construct and it didn't have enough weight to set it off.
Mm-hmm. Well, I meant we could throw the ball bearings down and put Blaster on his back on the shell on those, or put him in the shell on those, and then just roll him across the ball bearings.
Quick thought. We should probably get his input before we start sliding him around.
What? Crazy talk.
I'm also currently resistant to poison, so it might not be a bad idea to shove me through. In case they're poison arrows like they were last time.
And here's the other thing. Are they halfway up the wall? Can we just crawl underneath of them?
Might be a struggle for Blaster, that boy thick.
Yeah, but the squishy bits are going to be low.
Because what, Blaster? We figured out you were what, like 3 foot, 4 foot wide, front to back.
Yep, something like that.
That boy, heck.
Damn. Feel bad for your strippers. Right, I walk in the room, I tell a joke. That's how I am in real life too.
How high up are these holes in the wall? Did it look like we could, like, belly crawl and potentially not get shot?
Yeah, because they are about like chest high to a human. So it seems that way. They're not like at all different styles of elevation or anything.
I'll low crawl first unless anybody has any of their objections.
Well, we do. Well, no, we don't know that there was pitfalls and collapsing roofs that we'd never set off. In the event that there are other traps, I can teleport out, so it might not be a bad idea to send me. I hate that my utility makes me have to be brave. But I mean, if you're hell bent on it, go for it.
I'm not hellbent on it. I know I've got poison resistance, so in case I do get struck by an arrow that's laced with poison or something.
Yeah, I was more thinking in the event of any other traps.
I mean, a pitfall would have been detected. It's just a natural weakness in the floor or ceiling wouldn't be detected.
Hmm.
And it looks like this is pretty solid dirt, so. I don't know, if you want to go first, you can go first. I'm not going to say no.
All right, I'll start crawling.
Right to the left.
Left.
Give the old army crawl. Looks like you're gonna have to go through some nasty underbrush. You should be able to make it. And well, you crawl, say like your first 10 feet or so. So you get like right about there. Sound of darts shooting from the walls and clinking harmlessly against our opposite walls. Yeah, this place is definitely trapped. You hit a pressure plate. That's for damn sure. You realize that before you keep moving forward. By the way, after you activated that pressure plate, would you like to make any adjustments to your strategy?
I actually have an idea.
All right, what's up?
So it won't help on one of the slots in the wall, but what if we use the underbrush as safety points to walk through? So instead of just intentionally go from right to left to right,
So
where the earth's
like,
been disturbed, where the pressure plates might have been disrupted.
the plants can't grow on pressure plates for whatever reason. That
Well, I
looks
didn't
like it
say
would
they.
make sense.
I didn't say they can't grow on pressure plates, but if there were pressure plates that were there, they would have uprooted them, because I don't imagine that they would have planted plants on top of the pressure plates.
Yeah, you can assume that they may have lesser growth because they've been tampered with for the rest of the other tiles. See what you're saying. It's logical.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, let's give that a try.
So I would say just continue forward into the bush that you're in, and then stick to the disturbed earth where it's not like tile.
Yep.
Looks like a safe spot to step. It's probably a trap. It's a good way to move. Okay, so really getting dirty on this one. Like dirt under the fingernails, dirty. Like one with the earth, dirty. So,
Are you calling Peruk a dirty bunny?
I don't think those exist anymore after Hugh Hefner died, right?
I'm fairly certain
Isn't
Playboy still
Playboy
exists.
anymore. I thought there are no more boobs anymore.
No more boobs. What?
After Hugh died, I thought
What?
they don't put boobs in Playboy. Yeah. You
That's
didn't know
That
that?
crazy.
doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. That's like
So-
Playboy's
Yeah.
entire selling model. If they stopped putting boobs in their magazine, they wouldn't sell their magazines.
Yeah, like totally. Like that was the thing. They stopped putting boobs in Playboy after Hugh died for a minute. Did they bring boobs back? Hold on. ChatGPT, don't fail me now. Are there boobies in Playboy still naked chicks after Hefner died? I get firewalled. Like I crossed
They
the line.
dropped it. They dropped it for a year in 2016 and brought it back in 2017.
Yeah, Playboy does continue to feature new content even after Hugh Hefner's death, and they give me a timeline when Playboy went non-nude for it was like a year and a half. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, 2016 to 2017.
Oh my
I
god, that was a
can't
dark
believe-
time.
I can't
Didn't
believe
even know he
somebody
was dead.
successfully got them to do that.
Yeah, like who the fuck are making these decisions?
who approved that decision?
People. Fucking A.
We're gonna make a company that does one thing, and then we're gonna stop doing that one thing and hope we still make money somehow.
It's all about the articles anyway, right?
Yeah, that's why you subscribe. I mean, you can get naked chicks on the internet for free. You get Playboy for the articles. Anyway. So, Peruk, you crisscross through the debris and you get to the other side without setting off any more traps.
All right. So it looks like vegetation is safe.
I'm gonna go ahead and take one for the initial section, and I'm just gonna go ahead and walk through the vegetation path that I had pointed out. Yeah. Did I make it?
Yep. Clean as a whistle.
Andrati just flies.
Yeah, Aurora does the same exact thing.
I'll just follow the path.
Predators continue to not give a fuck.
He's not. Aurora's not a familiar.
That's true. He's your little buddy.
Yeah. I hatched him.
Right. I remember how proud you and Misery were announcing the hatching to the crew.
So convinced that was our child.
So, well, you come to this corridor. It's like a T-section in this corridor, and it's all moss covered, and it just pretty much everything beyond the second door at least has some bit of moss, and it's not like you ever crawled through any clean space when you did the army crawl thing or what have you. You walk through bravely once finding the proper path. There are like these tree roots that hang from the ceiling. The air reeks of rot and damp. Of course, that faint scent of roadkill is in the air. And then There is this bas-relief carving of a bearded devil's face that adorns the wall there at the T-shaped intersection. The devil's mouth is open. It's just like a well of darkness. Hey, everybody saw Ready Player One, right?
Nope.
What?
Read the book.
Oh, cool. Okay, so now you got to watch the movie because
Not a big movie person.
Okay. Well, they hardly fucking ever release a good movie anymore, so I don't fucking blame you. All right, I'm not gonna hold that against anybody for not liking movies. But in Ready Player One, the movie, there's a Tomb of Annihilation Easter egg. And yeah, and that Tomb of Annihilation Easter egg is the image of this.
Wait a minute.
Particular.
That's the first key, right? He finds it on the very first planet. That's the first key, right?
I have to watch the movie again, but no, it was actually just like some graffiti on the side of a truck or something. Yeah, it wasn't as cool as all that. But this is what it looked like. See that demon-like head with a gaping mouth? That's what this not filigree, but this stone structure, this stone edifice on the far wall at the center of this T-junction, that's what it looks like. And even if you have dark vision, you cannot see through past the darkness in its gaping mouth, as if that darkness is magical.
I have devil's sight. I can see through it.
Oh, yeah, you see straight through it, and you actually see that there's a moving shadow within, like some type of dark living entity. This thing is occupied.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I tell everybody, you know what I see in there. And I know if that's magical darkness, can we dispel magic on the darkness?
Well, the possibilities are endless in this game, so that's certainly
Can you
option.
see through magical darkness?
The devil's sight, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I can. Let me. All right, I'm gonna use my one use of dispel magic to try to dispel the darkness for everybody else. So use that.
Hey, your DC is 16 on this.
Choose wait, so DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So 10 plus 3, so 13. So that means I have to roll, right?
No, the magical darkness spell level. He already said it's a DC 16.
Right, so
it's
what's...
a 6th level spell. So you have to beat
right, but if it's... So I have to beat a 16. What do I roll?
Oh, it's just a spell attack. Your spell attack bonus on top of a d20.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, thank you. So spell attack bonus is plus 6. Okay, so d20, all I need is more than a 10.
You just need a 10.
And I got exactly a 10. Plus 6, so 16.
Look at that. Wow, okay.
Meets it, beats it.
Yep. And with that, you eviscerate the dark, all of the darkness, except for the moving shadow within that rages with animosity. This shadowy demonic form emerges forth It extends its darkened, shadowed wings, and you hear this cackling, demonic sound. You desire my darkness! And as the darkness moves to attack everybody, you know this shadow demon does not mean to hang out and play poker with you. It is violent as it explodes forth. Everybody roll initiative.
Or Blaster.
Oof.
That's what you get with a -1 initiative. At least I didn't break. Oh, hey, somebody else broke it instead.
Oh my God. Misery, what do you even pay? She was so proud of herself for dispelling the magic, and she completely forgot that there's a thing on the other side. Woo!
Misery forgot that she
Patting
had
herself on the
company. Alright, sorting the order.
Hey, did you change the enemy's 0 to a 5?
Yeah, it defaults at 0 when you add them to the turn.
I'm watching you, DM.
He rolled a. It's so bad. It's so bad. He rolled a 2 for initiative and had a +3. So yeah, it comes out to a 5 for this fucking guy. All right, and I understand you looking at that, being that your initiative is 1. Like you want any advantage you could possibly get. Hey, Gus, it's on you. What are you doing?
Yep. Open it. Oh, I don't know why that rolled damage, but wasn't supposed to do that. Opening up with Hunter's Mark as my bonus action. And I'm going to go ahead and take both of my swings with my longsword. I'm assuming a 10 does not hit.
It's not good. This is right through the enemy.
Nope, 2 10s. I got nothing.
Ah. Well, some say
Well,
that's the
that
greatest wisdom of all.
That is it. That is all I got.
Pressing forward. Next up, Misery. It's on you at 10.
With advantage.
Seriously, okay. Um, can I see this thing? You guys are all standing in. Right, it's this direction, right?
It's right in front of you.
Oh, there. Hang on, let me
It's a
scroll
giant
in.
demon
Oh,
next
shoot.
to you.
I see it. I see it. I was zoomed way out. I thought that was one of my friends. No, it's not. Okay, I shall.
Not with that attitude, it's not going to be a friend.
This guy has kids, I can tell.
Okay, so I will use my booming blade and hit him with my trident. So that's gonna be wait a minute. Oh, another natural 20. Oh
Oh, you don't
Oh,
yeah.
need
come
you don't need
on.
the
Look at
advantage.
that.
So 12, but did that double it? Wait, how is that a 12? I rolled an 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 8 plus 4 is 12. So it's actually
24.
8 is 16 plus 4, so 20 damage for the natural 20. And then I get the booming blade. No, wait, the booming blade bit is if he moves out of my way. But because I am a swashbuckler, I also get my sneak attack on him. And these dice double as well, so that's
Okay.
another 6, so 26. And then, damn it, I forgot my Hexblade Curse. I could have done this. I'll save it for another one. One action and then bonus action. Oh, Hexblade Curse is a bonus action. That's for short rest. I am going to bonus action actually disengage and step aside and step back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and kind of get myself here behind the tree. And that will be my turn.
What was that? You said 20 and then
26.
26 total. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you start. You don't only look into the darkness until it looks back at you. You attack it when it looks back at you. And you attack True. And not only do you attack True, you are able to step back, put some distance between you and that shadowy demon. Your friends are all around it now. Once the darkness starts flickering in and out, it's like a bad hologram in a Star Wars movie. And then Peruk, it's on you.
All right. I'm going to also step back. And then I am going to launch a second level catapult.
What roll? He's trying to finish it.
So that is a Dex 15 for him.
15, you say? Oh, 16 on the die. All right.
All right. Hold on. I can't tell if... Okay, so now he doesn't take anything then with that. All right, and then bonus action, we are going to use my Eldritch Cannon. That's a 23 to hit. And he takes 16 force damage.
Okay. That is a kill. Give me some description here. How do you want to do that and play up the noise factor of the blast?
All right, so yeah, I kind of dash out of the way, swoop down, pick up some rubble off the ground, charges up in the electromagnetic gauntlet, fires, but because I was moving it, kind of missed, so I swing around my other arm, kind of a Hail Mary blast with my cannon still holding onto my arm, and swoops right around Blaster, missing Arar and Goss, and striking him dead in the face.
Oh, yeah, and if whoever they are, if they didn't know you had gotten into the tomb, they know now. Because that echoing blast, it just goes on for miles and miles, echoing, it sounds like, throughout these chambers. But that's a kill. And you eviscerate the darkness.
Beautiful. Well done, guys. It was easier than I thought.
We're all thinking it, but you're not supposed to say it out loud.
Says who? And I pat you on the back as I walk by.
Well, Chris Perkins clearly states that once the Shadow Demon loses half its hit points, he disappears and gets the fuck out of there.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that was really loud, and we know that the Wanti are trying to get in here. Should I go repaint the door in place?
Oh, is there a lever on the inside that I can pull to close the door again?
That could also be an option.
Maybe tie a rope to the lever and try to shut it remotely so you don't get shut out.
I meant a lever on this side.
Negative. Nothing that you've encountered, unless it's super hidden.
Hmm.
I'm gonna head back to the first set of doors and try to repaint them so that from the outside it looks like we haven't been here yet.
Give me a good old-fashioned survival check, and I'm going to grant you an advantage on this, so you have all the time in the world. Shit.
So,
Anyway, you wanted to end the session off on a good note, did you, Peruk?
that was the plan.
The floor beneath you completely drops out.
Oh.
It crumbles,
switch.
and you start free falling. You have
Do
a reaction?
I get a? I do, but do I get a deck save or anything, or is it just because I was focused on painting?
Dex save. If you're caught in the middle of the room and the floor falls out underneath your feet, in every direction around you, I mean, what is there a dex save to make? Like, you're just gonna fall. Like,
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Unless like you can Spider-Man against the wall as a reaction or something like that. So I'm gonna grant you a reaction instead of a dex save.
Switch teleport with my owl.
Fair enough.
For Fluffy Bottom.
Okay. Good move. Okay. And you see the ground spilling out there. It falls into a bed of spikes 20 feet below.
Oh, I guess we don't have to worry about that door getting repainted now, do we?
Nope. Sorry about our summon you later. Need an hour and 10 minutes to do that.
Well, you're deep in the shit, so there's no time for that now. And I tell you what, speaking of being deep in the shit, I think we're too deep in the shit to open up another can of worms without like going too late. Do you guys want to play late tonight, or do you want to stop now? I'm happy to open up some more can of worms if you want to play late. Like I said, I took copious notes for 2 hours today, so whatever you want to do.
I cannot go late tonight.
Yeah,
It's one of those votes. Like
if
if one person can't play late, then we're not going to play late.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's a good time to call it.
It's called a session. We're going
30 wake
to.
up calls, brutal.
Oh man, those are like working for a radio station hours or something.
Trash hours.
Yeah, with some trashy hours, dog.
Yeah, I got to go to bed in 7 hours, so. They're brutal.
Well, hey, great session. I appreciate you guys. It's totally worth the effort, totally worth the prep, totally worth the communal experience. I appreciate you all so much. I'm so looking forward to just what's going to happen next. You know, I just love this campaign. I love it so much. This is like I've had 2 groups get to the finish and beat this game. And then I have had, was it 2 or was it 3 groups that TPK'd? So We'll see what side of the coin you land on once it gets flipped and it's all done. So, do not disturb DM. Just hit me up if you need me. When you see me online, we'll bullshit whatever. And we're going to do this again real soon. All right?
Yay!
Alrighty.
Thank you.
So, y'all have a safe week out there in the real
See you
world of
too.
La La Land or whatever.